What's up, everybody? Aaron here from thecompletedrummer.com. Today I'm going to give you a lesson on how to use the metronome. I use one that is on my iPhone. It's called Tempo Advance, and I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. You can do a lot of different variations, and you can really you have a lot of control over the sound that it's making, the rhythms that you're using, the number of beats, the subdivisions of each beat. It's really good. I think it's $3 on the App Store, so you can put it on your iPhone, your iPad, your iPod, whatever you want. I like it. So the first thing you need to know about the metronome is what you're listening for when you're actually using it. So right now I have it set at 120, playing in 4/4. And I'm going to set it up here so that you can see it. This is going to be cool for some of the other exercises I show you with it. But what's most important here is that, practicing with the metronome, just using it, will make you better. But you really need to know exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're listening for with it to get the most out of using it. So what you want to do is make sure, as you're listening, listen that every note lines up. And how you'll be able to tell that it's lined up is the sounds almost reinforce each other, and sometimes it'll even sound like the metronome disappears. If you can make the sound of the metronome disappear, that means you're dead on with it. If you're like, oh no, am I with it or not? Because you can't hear it, that means you're with it. Whereas if you hear the metronome, like this for example, you can tell, obviously, that I'm not with it. But to be with it, it's going to sound like this. I think there was maybe one note in there that was a little bit off, but you can hear the difference between the way I played it first and the way I played it there. So most of the time you're going to have it set to quarter notes like this. But once you get comfortable with that, then we can do all kind of other things with it. Like this next one, I'm going to play it on the off beats. I'm going to slow it down to 100 beats a minute. And it just gives you more control over the pulse, and you can hear the pulse and feel the pulse better if you can play with the metronome in different spots. So this looks like the same pattern. I took the accent out, but I'm going to make this the off beats. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll just play a basic groove. 2, 3, 4. So you get the feel for that. Next, what I'm going to do is just put the backbeats on, and I'm going to make those accents. So see, now I have 1 and 3 darkened, and 2 and 4 are an accent. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I'm just going to play a basic groove. And with that one, I really noticed a couple times that the metronome sound just totally disappeared. because I was hammering that backbeat and they locked in that well. That's what you're looking for. So play that one back a little bit. Notice some of them were a little bit off, you can tell, but some of them couldn't hear the metronome at all. Okay, now for the tests. We're gonna set this at, I love this metronome. So I can set 8 different beats, and I'm gonna have it so that the first 4 play with an accent on the first one, and then the last 4 are silent. So it goes like this: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what this does is it gives you 4 beats where you're accountable for the time, and 4 beats where the metronome helps you out. So you're not like practicing with the metronome every single time you practice creates a dependency on the metronome. It's great, it makes you better, but if you can't do it without the metronome, you haven't gotten to the level that you need to be at yet. So what this does is it starts to train you, and you can test yourself as you do it each time. The other cool thing to do, throwing fills. Okay, so I was a little bit off on that last one, but you get the idea with that. You can really test yourself to see how good your fills are, because when you put the fills in the blank space, then without the metronome, that is, you get you're entirely responsible for keeping the time. You don't have the metronome to hold you on every single beat and catch you back up. You come back in on beat 1, it's like, oh no, I was off. So you can try that same fill again or try a different one, but root yourself more in the pulse so that it's more solid, and that when you play with other people, you will be more in the groove. So, final exercise for today is we're just going to have the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 8 beats play. And you can do this with different lengths of groups. Like you can do it for 16, you can do it for 12, you can do it for whatever phrase works for you. But for now, I'm just going to do it with 8. So here goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And notice I'm not looking at this as I do this. That's why I wanted you to be able to see it. I'm looking over here. I can't see it on the screen or anything. It's not doing the purpose if you're looking at it. So I'll look at it to get a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that's all on how to use the metronome. Oh, that was a little bit off. Happy practicing. Thanks for watching. Peace.